I saw this.
The Slate truck made an appearance on Jay Leno's Garage. I'm a big fan of the Slate truck, and I'm a big fan of Jay Leno's Garage.
It's very cool that they put the wrap on it for Jay.
A great idea because it really shows what you can do with this truck. Mm-hmm. Like it comes in that slate gray color, but you can obviously customize it however you want pretty easily. It's designed to be wrapped. All these panels meet up at like 90-degree angles, and they have the chamfered edges and exposed hardware, so you can take the panel off, wrap it, put it on. And they'll even sell kits where all the pieces are going to be cut directly for the Slate truck because they're all the same. Whereas if you try to wrap your own car, yeah, they might have a kit for your car, but ultimately you'll probably end up getting like a big sheet of it and trying to make it fit your vehicle. Whereas this, they can cut pieces for every panel knowing they're all going to be the same.
Yeah.
The Slate truck's pretty cool. If you don't know what it is, it's a mid $20,000 EV truck that's being made by a startup called Slate. They are producing the vehicles in Warsaw, Indiana, and it's all electric. I think it's a 180-mile range, but you can option a bigger battery with like 240 miles, something like that, 260 miles.
It's an around-town truck.
More mileage than the vast majority of Americans drive in a single day.
Also has NACS.
Yep. So Tesla.
Did you notice how he described the charging network when they were in the video? He did not say it has access to Tesla's supercharger.
It said
network.
the largest.
He said it has access to the supercharger network.
But he's a former Tesla engineer, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. He worked on the Model S.
He delivered Jay Leno's Model S to him many years ago.
Very cool.
As much as I harp on people not buying new cars, this has tempted me more than anything else.
You know what has tempted me a lot? The new Ram.
The E-Rev? Give it a couple years, you can get a used one. Mm-hmm. And now you could tell me the same thing about this,
but every single one of these is going to roll off the lot with the same stuff.
So you can customize it later.
So you would be way better off buying one that somebody already bought the shell for and stuff, because it's not going to resell. So if it's 27 and the shell's 6, and so
the SUV kits are 5.
So that means that if this sells for 27,000 and then it's another 5 on top of that, that's 32. That truck is not selling for $5,000 more than it would have as the truck. You'd be significantly better off, but you wouldn't be supporting Slate.
That's the thing I keep coming back to justify why I want to buy it new, even though deep down I know I just want it, is buying it directly from Slate new is supporting Slate directly, which I love
and
this
not
idea.
Some other dealership that's selling it secondhand, because you would just be giving the dealership all the money.
Well, I'd probably buy it private sale. Since we're in Arizona, I didn't realize till recently how kind of unique we are in that there's no tax when you buy a private sale vehicle. So there's like zero incentive for me to ever step foot in a dealership because for no reason, you're automatically, you remove like whatever perceived benefit you get from a dealership. That's not even part of the equation. You're just paying more because of taxes just by buying it at a dealership.
I helped somebody find a car recently, and like this past week, drove him over, looked at the car, did a full inspection, and the car looked great. And he bought it for $5,500. So his taxes were $452. So on his very slim budget, he had to pay an additional 8.5% or whatever that ends up being. $500 makes a big difference in your budget at $5,000.
Yeah.
The other dealership add-ons, the fees, the dock fee, the processing fee, I felt like giving you a fee, like all the fees.
So I should probably wait and not get one new. Yeah. Ultimately, it's going to be my wife's decision.
Because it'll be her car.
If you don't know much about the Slate, you should really look into it. It's meant to be similar to the Edison. They really are pushing for right to repair, letting owners customize and do whatever they want with their vehicle and not put up these artificial barriers. So if you want to 3D print stuff for it or whatever, you want to add the SUV kit on yourself, you can do that. Save yourself some money instead of having them do it for you. Yeah, production begins later this year.
I would totally do it myself.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah. I'd enjoy that.
I would totally do it myself.
Yeah. Production begins later this year. Deliveries are expected early next year.
I really hope they can pull it out.
I hope, and I'm optimistic about this more than I am for like the Scout, Traveler, and Terra, because it's literally one vehicle. It's one configuration. There's no different specs. There's not even a different paint color. And like once you get a rhythm going of the same exact thing, you can optimize that to the moon. So I'm more optimistic with their timeline just because it's going to be so standardized.
I mean, that's exactly how Henry Ford made so many Model Ts because they were all exactly the same.
Yeah.
If that's really successful, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw a new base model, say, Sentra come out where every single Sentra that comes out is all the same trim and all the same paint and all that. Like they have one vehicle that's made on this line, and it's the same no matter what you do. If this is successful, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw individual vehicles from other automakers streamlined like that.
I want them to succeed. And Leno, you can hear it when he talks about it. He's optimistic for it too, and
He's excited.
he's very big on like American made, made by Americans for Americans, and he said that Americans should be able to afford the things they're building.
Which is,
So true.
yeah.
Because like a lot of vehicles made here, the people making them can't afford them.
Yeah.
How disheartening is that? You build these things every single day, but you can't ever own one.
Yeah. But if we're talking about a run-of-the-mill average Ford,
American car, yeah.
yeah, and nobody on that production line can afford it, that sucks.
Or a truck.
Yeah.
You get these like $70,000, $80,000 Rams.
Oh my gosh, yeah.